Last year, I did a drink an entire glass of water challenge until Warframe Imperium came out, and then it sucked. This year, I'm gonna drink this entire glass of red water until Starfield comes out. Here we go. Did I ever tell you about the time my cat ran away? I was out walking her, and she saw the neighborhood dogs come by, and she used her immensity to just rip the leash right out of my hand. And she can't run very fast because Sadie's a fat kitty, and I can't run very fast either because I don't wanna. And so I'm waddling after her, and she's waddling after the dogs, and the dogs are chasing the squirrel, and the squirrel goes up the tree. And the dogs are down there barking at the squirrel. They're going bark, 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 bark. And Sadie goes over there, and she's looking up there, and she's saying, "What's going on up there?" And the dogs see her, and they say bark, bark, bark at her, and she sees the dogs, and she waddles off, and I waddle off after Sadie. Well, she waddles down into a sewer, and so I look down there, and there's a guy living down there. Not Todd Howard. It's not going to be a twist. It will not be Todd Howard. And so I say, "Hey, dude, did you see my cat?" He looks at me and says, "Did you just say, 'Hey, dude'?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you referencing that 90s kids show?" I said, "No. I'm just looking for my cat." He says, "Oh." And so I go past him, and he says, "Wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere?" And I say, "Yeah, you probably do." And he says, "That's right, I do know you from somewhere. I see you walking around with your cat all the time." And I thought you were going to say, "You watch my awesome videos on YouTube." And he says, "No, I don't." "What's YouTube?" And I say, "Oh, it's this video platform where big losers make videos all the time. And nobody gives them any money for it, even though there's other losers on here. They get money for harassing people. Did you know that?" I watched a video of a guy who was harassing people, and people were giving him money to do that. Give me money. Give me money, I'll harass my cats. And he said, "Okay, you don't have to get so angry." But that does sound kind of bad, because, I mean, technically you're harassing me right now. I said, "No, I'm not harassing you. I'm answering your questions, actually." He said, "Oh yeah, that's right, I totally forgot," because the guy was very drunk. And I said, "Well, I guess I better get back to going after Sadie, because this has been going nowhere." So I go down to the sewers, and I follow her footsteps in the muck of the sewers. I come into this massive open area of the sewer. It turns out she's been living there for quite some time. It later turns out that we had like a hole going down to the sewer, not through the pipes, but it's like the hole that, I don't know if Sadie dug it or what, but she was able to get down there, and she had this awesome little cat fortress down there. Had catnip and cat toys, cat food, lots of cat food. And I want to get in there, and like I said, it's a fortress, and she's up at the top looking down at me. I said, "Come on, Sadie, let me in. I need to take you home." And she's just staring at me, and I can't get through the walls of the fortress. So I go back and get the guy and say, "Hey, did you know there's a fortress down the way? You could live in that. You don't have to live this close to the end of the sewer." And he says, "Okay." And he follows me, and he says, "Wow, I didn't even know this was here." I said, "Really? You've lived down here for how long now?" He said, "Well, actually, I just got here an hour ago." What do you mean, how long? What do you mean I've lived down here for a long time? I said, "Oh, I just assumed you lived down here for a long time." He said, "Really? Why?" It's because that's just what a person like me does, just lives down in the sewers for for fat dudes chasing their cats to talk to. And I said, well, I'm sorry. And he says, all right. And I said, let's get back to the story. This is going nowhere again. So we go over to the fortress, and I say, hey, Sadie, if you don't come home with me right now, this man's gonna give you a hug. And then she scampers off and goes home. She's terrified of people other than me and my elderly, ornery parents. And so she finally gets home, and I get home, and I start making this video. Well, first I made this glass of red stuff. And I thought, I should make a video about it. But nobody's going to want to hear a video about my dumb cat. For some reason, people would rather watch me drink a glass of red stuff. And that's what's going to pull people in. I'm going to get more people think, hey, I'm going to watch this loser drinking a glass of red stuff to feel so I can feel better about myself. That's right. I know why you people watch this. And I like it. So to recap, Sadie got away. I got her back. Losers that harass people get money from people on YouTube, and I get crap. I harass my cats all the time, and nobody gives me a damn thing. If you think that's wrong, subscribe, like, and comment below. Or do whatever. I don't care.